Hey guys, welcome to the Adam Kyrie's YouTube channel, the educational channel for all things love, dating, and relationships, where I help women understand how men think and what real men want. Whether you're navigating the dating scene, working on self-love, or looking to establish healthy, meaningful connections, you're definitely at the right place. I share respectable dating advice, winning dating advice, result-driven dating advice. I like to say that my dating advice is not for all women because unfortunately all women are not ready for this level of dating advice. This is smart dating advice for smart women. With that being said, let's get into it. If you're new here, I'm so glad to have you. If you're returning, welcome back. And if you're a regular, so glad to have you again. All right, let's get into it, guys. But before I do that, I want you all to know, those of you that have sent appreciation gifts, I think it's very important that I take this moment and say thank you. Thank you so much. It was very kind of you. And I want you to know I'm thankful for you and I thank you. Now let's get into it. All right, guys, it's Thanksgiving, so it's a lot going on over here, all right? But it is very important that I let you know there are 5 signs you will notice in a man when you are not his only one, all right? I'm going to repeat that. There are 5 signs that you will notice in a guy when you are not the one, okay? The first sign, he cannot make plans with you in advance, all right? He can never make plans with you in advance. You could say to him, so hey, excuse me, why don't we do a movie on Saturday? What are your thoughts? And he would say to you, maybe, let's see. Or you would say, why don't we go have dinner on Friday? And he'll say, let's see what happens, all right? So whenever you're with a man and he can never make plans with you in advance, he has someone else, all right? That's not normal, okay? First of all, most people, everybody want to make plans in advance because it allows you time to prepare, right? Right, okay? So if you're with a guy and you notice every time you guys do something, it's always spur of the moment or last minute, all right? But he can never ever make a plan with you in a week in advance or 2 weeks in advance. And that's because he has someone else, all right? Also, it's because you're not the priority, okay? You're really like secondary, all right? You're a secondary person that he's dealing with, all right? Because his priority is the one that he makes the plans with, all right? So this is why he cannot really make solid plans with you, because if his priority say, hey, let's do something, he gotta go, all right? So this is why he don't make plans with you, because he has to wait on his other to see what she got going on, all right? And then if she doesn't have anything going on, that makes space for you. So that is a very clear sign that when you are not the only one, a man can never ever make plans with you in advance. It's always maybe, we'll see, let's go with the flow. You never know what may happen. Well, let's play it by ear, okay? Those are not good words to say when a man says that he is your guy, all right? Or when a man is supposed to be dating you, all right? Those are not words that a man say to you when you are a priority for him or to him, okay? When you are a priority, a man will never say to you, we'll see, maybe, let's go with the flow, let's play it by ear, okay? Those are your key signs, okay, that you are not the one, all right? You are secondary and you are an option, all right? If time permits, then he's available. If time does not permit, oh well, okay? That's your position in his life, okay? You're not someone that he's going to jump through hoops for, okay? Because he already has someone that he would already, who he would do that for, but it's not you, okay? So again, when you see a man that you're dating, and anytime you try and make a suggestion on you guys doing something, his response is, maybe, we'll see, let's play it by ear, you never know, let's go with the flow, all right? He has someone else, all right? You don't need to try to understand it. You don't need to try to figure it out. You don't need to try to ask him about it, all right? I'm telling you, he has someone else, okay, who is a priority, okay? That's like his number one, all right? So he has to make sure that she has no other plans before he commits anything with you. You're like the standby chick, all right? You're the standby, okay? You're not his girl. You're not someone that he's gonna bend over backwards for, all right? He already have her in place, okay? You're just someone he's just hanging out with, all right? So I repeat, a guy who cannot make plans with you is a guy who is playing you, all right? You're not the one, all right? Again, each time you suggest something, it's always maybe, I will see, who knows, you know? That's not what you're trying to hear. So remember, that guy has someone else, okay? He's a mystery guy. You guys have been dating for quite some time. Let's just say 3 months, 6 months, 8 months. And he seems to be still a mystery to you, okay? See, usually when you're dating a guy and you guys have passed the beginning stages, the mystery usually fall off with the guy, okay? But if you find yourself in a relationship with a guy and it's like 3 months, 6 months, even 12 months, 8 months, all right? And you're still feeling a bit of mystery with him, like you really just can't pinpoint things. He just acts very suspect or weird, okay? You just feel as though you're not really getting the true person. He's a mystery. He's a mystery for a reason, all right? So again, when you're dating a guy and you seem like something just doesn't feel right, or you don't feel that he's being authentic with you, he just seems like weird, you know, it just seems like his energy is all over the place, you know. It seems like, you know, some days he seems to be all in and other days he appear that he's not even around. You understand? You know, that type of guy, you know, you just can't really feel his energy. You don't really know what's going on, but you know something is going on. You know, you can feel that. That's the mystery, all right? He is giving you mystery energy, and he's giving you that energy for a reason, all right? That's not a good sign. That's not something you would ignore, okay? A guy being a mystery guy, that is not something that you would ignore. You do not want a guy to be a mystery in your life, okay? It is very important that the guy that you are with, you understand him, he understands you, and you guys really, really just understand each other, okay? And you get his vibe, he gets your vibe. But being with a guy for a length of time and you're still in the phase 6 months later, 3 months later, 8 months later, he's really nice and we really have a good time, but it just seemed like something seems off. He seems like a bit of a mystery. Something about him that's just not coming together, okay? Don't ignore that. It's not coming together because he's providing you mystery energy, all right? So remember, whenever you're with a guy and you just cannot seem to really get into a comfort zone with him, okay? It just seems like, you know, one day it seems like you guys are on the same page, you're in alignment, and then maybe the next day it seems like he's like a puzzle. You're trying to figure out what's going on here. It's a reason for that, all right? And most likely it's because he has other things going on that you're not aware of, okay? So to avoid any of that, when you find yourself in a situationship like that or a relationship like that, you need to have a conversation with your guy about what you are feeling, okay? And if he really, really values you the way you may think he values you, the mystery will come down, it will come off, okay? But if you find yourself still in that mystery zone with him after you've had a conversation with him, that's because he has other things going on, all right? So he has to be a mystery because he cannot allow you to know everything about him because he has things going on, okay? So again, you have to make a decision if this will work for you or not, okay? And most likely, 99% sure, it's not going to work, okay? So I repeat, mystery guys are not guys that you can have a solid, committed relationship with, okay? So remember that and lock it in, all right? Everyone he knows, number three, everyone he knows, he introduces you as a friend, but privately, you're a girlfriend. Now you know you are not the one, okay? When a man introduces you as a friend and privately your girlfriend, okay? So if you're with a guy and you notice anybody he is around, and whenever he introduces you, he always will say, this is my friend such and such, and this is my friend, and this is my friend. But behind the scenes, you guys are really booed up, okay? And he don't want nobody to know that you all are an item. That is a huge sign that either he has someone else or he does not want to be identified as he's in a relationship with someone. Okay, it's either or, all right? And the reason he don't want to be identified as a person in a relationship is because you're really not the one. He's just having fun and he's still searching, okay? So if he does not have a main girlfriend, it's either he just do not want to be identified as a guy who is in a relationship because he's still searching, all right? So with that being said, if you've been hanging out with a guy for some time and you guys really have this close, intimate relationship when nobody is around, but as soon as people that he know come around, he introduces you as a friend, that's not good. That's not good, ladies. That means he has another girl, or he does not want to be identified that he's in a relationship, okay? So you have to have that conversation. If you find yourself in a position like that, all right, you have to have that conversation and ask him, why are you introducing me as a friend when you know we are in a full-blown relationship? Now, let me say this, okay, before he even answered that. There is no reason he could there is not one reason he could say anything about that, okay? There is no reason he could give you why he introduces you as a friend. Nothing but either I'm in a relationship or I just don't want people to know that I'm in a relationship. Those are the only two reasons he could give you. Because anything outside of that reason is a BS, okay? It's strictly BS, all right? So remember, if your guy cannot tell you why he's introducing you as a friend instead of a girlfriend and give you a real reason that would make sense, although I know he cannot give you a reason that makes sense at all, but whatever he may say, there is no reason for that, okay? It's only two reasons. Either he has a girlfriend or he do not want to be identified as a man that's in a relationship because he is still looking, still searching, and he still is dating women, okay? So remember that, all right? However, like I said before, if you find yourself in a position like that, you need to have a conversation with your guy, okay, or whatever it is. Because again, if he cannot introduce you in public, listen, that is not your guy. That is absolutely nothing on his end. Now, it may be something for you because again, you're a woman and you're all in. But remember, one thing about a man, they do not disown the woman that they're with, okay? They do not disown their woman, all right? So if he's disowning you, that's not a good sign, and you definitely need to get to the bottom of what is his goal when it comes to you, all right? Because that's not good. He lacks public intimacy, all right? Number 4, he lacks public intimacy, which means that you will notice in public, he gives you no affection. He gives you absolutely no affection. 1 second. He gives you no affection in public. For some reason, in public, he gives you no affection, all right? He don't hold your hand. He doesn't hug you. He doesn't give you smooches on the cheeks. He gives you no public affection, all right? It's really like you guys are strangers, okay? That's not normal when you're dating a guy, all right? When you're dating a guy and you guys are out in public, no, I'm not saying you need to be all over each other. Absolutely not. Who does that, all right? But most likely when couples are together, all right, you notice it. I mean, you can see it. Either they're holding hands, you can see the affection, all right? You can see that they are together, okay? And like I said, he's holding your hand or he got his arm around your shoulder. It's just some type of public affection that a man do when you're his girl, all right? So if you're in a situationship with a guy or a relationship with a guy and you guys been seeing each other for some time and you notice that he never gives you any public intimacy, that means he could be embarrassed of you or he's just not feeling you like that, all right? Because remember, any intimacy a man gives you, okay, it's because that's how he feels about you, all right? And when I say intimacy, I'm not talking about bedroom intimacy. I'm just talking about intimacy, that intimacy when a man really likes you. You know, like he always have his hand around your shoulder, he's hugging you, he's holding your hands, you know. It's just public intimacy that a man will display when you're his girl. You understand? And he just wants you to know that you're loved at all times, all right? It's just something that men do. It's like an automatic thing that men do. It's not something they think about. It's not something that they ponder on. It's just, hey babe, come on babe, let me get your hand, come on. You know, it's just what men do, right? So again, if you find yourself with a man and he never shows you any public intimacy, that's not good, ladies. Because what that is showing is that he has no affection for you. He does not have those types of feelings for you, okay? And because he do not have those types of feelings for you, he cannot show you public intimacy, okay? If you're in a situation and you notice the only time he could show you intimacy is when he's in the bed with you, having sex with you, that's not good. Because he just sees you as a sex person, all right? He don't see a person as, I really have emotions and feelings for this woman, okay? You're just someone he's having sex with, all right? So that's the only time he could give you intimacy is when he's just pounding on you. That's not affection. That's not love. That is strictly sex, okay? Because intimacy goes far beyond bedroom, okay? Intimacy is something that a man displays all day, every day, okay? It's just a way a man feels for his woman. And when he feels like that, he always shows intimacy. That's what he do all the time. You would notice that he shows intimacy with you in anywhere you guys go, okay? You could be at a restaurant, you could be at a movie, you could be walking in the mall. You would notice a certain level of public affection. You understand? You will see that, all right? So again, if your guy is not displaying public affection with you, all right, out in public, that's not a good sign. That means that he just doesn't feel like that for you, okay? You're not someone that brings out that type of affection, okay, for you. You're just not someone that brings that level of affection out of him, okay? So which means that because you do not bring that level of affection out of him, he cannot give that to you. Which means that if you do not bring that level of affection out of him, that means he really, really is not feeling you like that, all right? So you have to decide what's going on in the relationship that you're in if you're not seeing any public affection for you, all right? He acts weird when he's around you, okay? He acts very, very weird when he's around you, which means that you will find yourself around him and you guys will be together and you will notice that maybe his phone never rings, or you will notice that his phone is off when he's in your presence. All right, now let me say this. If you are with a guy and you notice every time you guys are together, his phone never rings, ladies, he has someone else, all right? he's not being truthful with you. He's not being honest with you, all right? You notice his phone never rings, okay? Or you notice his phone is never out, okay? Meaning that he always have his phone in his pocket, okay? It seems like he just guard this phone. I mean, it's like you would ask him, where's your phone? You left your phone? Oh, no, I got this in my pocket, okay? That's not good, all right? A man who always have their phone either turned off or on silent, all right? Want to make sure his phone never rings or give him a notification in your presence. The reason for that is because he has someone else, all right? So again, these are things that you just cannot ignore. You have to pay attention to signs that are right there in your face. You understand? You have to pay attention to those signs that are right there in your face, because basically what they're showing you. You understand? You just have to pay attention. All right? So again, a man telling you that he keeps his phone on silent or he turned his phone off. If a man, first of all, verbally telling you that, that means he really thinks you're dumb. Okay? He really thinks that you're some silly chick. All right? For a man to even say something like that to you. Okay? For a man to say to you, well, I turn my phone off when I come around because I don't want nobody bothering me. That's crap. Okay? That is nothing but straightforward BS crap. All right? So if a man has the balls to say that to you, just know he really looks at you like, oh, as a woman that don't have too much sense. Okay? However, I'm telling you as a woman, okay, if a man has his phone off all the time, if a man has his phone on silent, if a man never allows his phone to be out in your presence, it's because he has someone else. All right? And he's a player, maybe. I mean, I don't even want to say he's a player, but I do know he has someone else, all right? And he's playing you. Let's put it like that, okay? So I repeat, that is a sign. Make sure you pay attention to it and just understand that is not normal, okay? Next, he comes to see you. He always comes to see you. All right? He never allows you to come to see him. Okay? It's like his home is off limits when it comes to you. Okay? It's like the only time he will see you if he comes to you. All right? Or if you say to him, hey, I was going to come by and see you. Would that be okay? No, it's okay. I'll come see you. So if you're dealing with a guy and he never allows you to come see him, just know, most likely, there's another woman living with him, okay? It's either another woman is living with him, or he do not want you to know where he lives, okay? So if a man, just hypothetically speaking, just say that he don't have another woman, all right? Just say he really don't have another woman. All right, but most likely he do. There's another woman that's living with him. Or there's a woman that have access to his house and she could come in and out when she wants to, all right? But just say hypothetically speaking that he do not have another woman, okay? And he does not allow you to come to his home. If a man do not allow you to come to his home, it's because he do not want you to know where he lives at, all right? And it's because he knows he will not be with you that long, all right? So when that relationship is over, he want to make sure it's over, okay? You have no idea where he lives, all right? So when it's over, he don't want to have to worry about you popping up at his house or you knowing where he lives, standing, sitting in your car, watching his house. So what he does, he makes sure that you never come to his house because he always comes to your house, all right? So I repeat, a man who has no interest in you coming to their home, first and foremost, is not serious about you. That's number one. Secondly, I repeat, either a woman stays there or either a woman have access where she could come back and forth to his home. Or He just does not want you to know where he lives. All right? That is huge red flags, okay? So don't ignore that. Don't sit up there and think that that is normal, because that is not normal for a man that you're dating not want you to come visit him. That is not normal. Actually, that is very, very abnormal, and that is a very big red flag, okay? Because what he is saying to you is that I either have someone or I do not want you to know where I live, because I just do not like you like that, and I know that I'm not going to be with you that long. All right? So do not turn your head when a man says to you, I'll come see you. No need for you to come see me. I'll come see you. That is abnormal, okay? That is a red flag, all right? That is so much abnormal behavior. I have no words for that, all right? But just know, I repeat, okay? Either a woman lives there, a woman have access to his home, or he just does not want you to know where he lives, all right? So pay attention, observe, and if you're in that situation, it's really, really nothing to talk about with that. The best thing that you could do with that is just really end that, all right? You don't need to ask questions about it, because all he's going to do is tell you something stupid, all right? See, certain things that a man do, you don't even need to ask questions about it. You just need to cut him all the way off. That's all you need to do, all right? Because certain things is not even worth asking about, because you know subconsciously something is wrong here. And if you ask him about it, I'm 100% sure he's just going to tell you something stupid. All right? So I repeat, certain actions that a man displays does not always require questioning, okay? Oftentimes it just requires cut off, block, and delete. All right? Keep that in mind. Lastly, you've never met his mom, okay? You've never met his mom. You've been dating him 3 months, 6 months, 8 months, 12 months, and you never met his mom? Oh my. You're not the one, sweetheart. You're not the one. He is not serious about you. As a matter of fact, he does not even like you. He's just wasting time with you, okay? Because one person you're going to meet when a man is serious about you, I mean really serious about you, you're going to meet mom. Or you're going to meet mom and dad, all right? Because that man sees longevity in you, okay? Not only does he see longevity in you, he also sees a future possibility in you, all right? So when a man takes you home to mom, that's really his way of showing mom what his future may be with you, all right? That's really what he's doing when a man takes you home to mom, all right? When a man don't take you home to mom, that means you're not going to be around too long, all right? That means you're not that type of priority in his life. You're just somebody he's kicking it with, all right? Maybe he's single and he ran into you and it's like, okay, she cool to hang out with, just hang out with her for a little while, all right? But if you've never met mom, that's a very, very big red flag, okay? You're wasting your time, all right? You're wasting lots of time, okay? Because mom is the one that's gonna seal the deal, okay? So I repeat, one thing men are going to do, all right? Especially good men. If they find that you are the one, your next step is to go meet mom and the family, okay? So if you in here having a whole relationship with a man for 3 months, 6 months, 8 months, 12 months, and I mean y'all be doing everything as though you were in this real solid relationship, And he's never said, now I want you to meet my mom. It's time for you to meet mom. My mom going to like you. Come over on Saturday. I want you to meet my mom. Okay? You're not the one. Okay? He's playing with you and he's wasting lots of your time. All right? Or if you say to him, why haven't I ever met your mom? Okay? If he says to you, oh, you will one day you will one day, that's a red flag, all right? He can't even give you a time frame when you'll meet mom, okay? You could hear the resistance in that. You will one day. Who knows? You will one day. That's a red flag, all right? So I repeat, if you have been dating a man for quite some time, and he has not taken you to meet mom and dad, or mom, dad, and the family, you're not the one, okay? He's just having a good time with you for the time being, all right? He's still searching, okay? He has not found his girl in you, all right? He has just found a playmate in you, but he has not found his girl in you, all right? So I want to make sure you understand that, and make sure that when you find yourself in these certain positions with men, like I've said before, men tell on themselves, all right? Men are not people that communicate with words, okay? They really don't, okay? Especially when you're dating, okay? Men communicate in their actions, all right? The only time you will find a man really communicating with you with words is when you are the one and he cannot see himself without you, all right? And he want to make sure that you understand that you are safe with him, all right? That's the only time a man really will provide you clear communication, all right? When he is in a committed relationship with you and he want to make sure that you understand that he is your guy and you are safe with him, all right? Other than that, when you are dating a guy, men show you everything you need to know in their actions, all right? So I repeat, if he's not making plans with you, that's a red flag, all right? That means he has someone else, okay? If he's being a mystery person with you, there is something going on, okay? Whether maybe he have other women, maybe, who knows? But mystery is supposed to fall off after a certain amount of months. He should no longer be a mystery to you. So if you find yourself still in a mystery zone with him after 4 months, 6 months, that's not good, all right? That has to be addressed, okay? He introduces you to all of his friends as a friend, all right? But privately, you're a whole girlfriend. That's not good, okay? That means that he does not want to be identified that he's in a relationship with you, okay? For whatever reason, that is something that needs to be addressed between you and him, all right? He lacks public intimacy with you, okay? He never shows you a display of affection in public, all right? You will notice the only time that he shows you some type of affection is when he's having sex with you, all right? That is the only time. Other than that, you get no type of affection from him, okay? And the reason for that is because that's not how he feels about you, okay? He does not have those types of feelings for you to show you intimacy, affection in public, all right? He does weird things, meaning that he comes around you and always have his phone off, okay? Or always have his phone on silent, okay? He never allows you to see his phone out, okay? Sitting on a table or sitting on a couch. It's always like he's guarding his phone, okay? That is a display of being weird, okay? That's weird, okay? So when you see a person being weird, that's not a good sign. They have something to hide, all right? No need to try to turn your head or ignore it. He has something to hide from you, okay? He only comes to see you. He never allows you to come see him. It's a reason for that. I repeat, either a woman lives with him, either a woman has access to his house, or he knows that he's not going to be with you for that long, and he do not want you to know anything about him, and especially where he lives, all right? And lastly, you've never met mom, okay? If you've never met mom, you're not the one. It's just that simple, okay? If you've never met mom and dad, you're not the one. It's just that simple, okay? You're just someone that he is just wasting some time with for a few minutes, all right? But if you never got to the place where he said, listen, I need you to meet my mom. I want you to meet my mom. My mom is really going to like you. So Saturday, I'm going to make arrangements and we're going to have dinner at my mom's house because I really want my mom and the family to meet you. If he has not said that to you, you are not the one, my friend, all right? So I want to make sure that, again, you guys understand how men think and what real men want. And as I repeat and said earlier, men do not talk with their words, all right? They show you everything you need to know in your actions, okay? Lock it in. And as always, this has been wonderful. This has been so much fun, and you guys know that I love having these conversations with you all. Have a great Thanksgiving, and until next time, be safe and be smart, date smart, choose wisely in that nation. And remember, I told you. Bye.